I didn't picture that I'll get these kind of images as I was heading out to the location. Naturally, we've been covering floods in Nyando area for years, but it has never been of this magnitude. In all the years that I've covered it, I think for 4 or 5 years back. For this year, it was a bit different. The floods had wreaked havoc and had moved into homes that had never been to for, I think, 20 years or so. I was taking the picture from a higher ground, that is along the Kisumu-Kericho highway. So that I get a better shot, I positioned myself in a way that I had to lean back, sort of I lied on the ground and I had to lean back so that I get the eye level of the subject as she was moving in the floodwaters, trying to move her boats to safety. I would say it is because when it went out through our digital platforms and the print paper the next day, it got people talking, and many of them are calling to action. A few of my peers reached out and told me how it was a good photo, but what made me feel more contented was how people are now calling for action, because amidst this corona pandemic, much focus has been given to and disaster funds have been moving to counter the corona pandemic, and no one was giving any consideration to the plight of the victims of floods. And this photo, in a way, got people talking to relevant authorities to move into action and save the victims of floods. It's not something peculiar per se in our region, because we've been there several times and we get to do stories in that region every other time, not only about floods. And in one way or another, we start to get people who our sources on the ground, the informers of any other thing that happens in that area. So naturally, we become friends and they become our sources. And that in one way is a winning situation for both of us, because we get to know what happens in their region, and we get to highlight the stories, and they get help from the relevant authorities. It does, because like I say, in journalism school, somehow you're taught to detach yourself from the story, or getting your feelings away from the story for you to manage to get the best story out of a place, or the best. But now when you move around to these places, say like the evacuation centers and the floods have hit the regions, and you see the kind of places where children and their mothers or families have to spend in the cold floors of the evacuation centers, mosquito-infested centers, and with no food. Sometimes they lack even the necessary medical supplies that comes with the floods. You feel pity for them, and sometimes you ask questions, why is it so hard for the government or relevant authorities to come up with quick solutions to these problems, like building dikes, that like we've seen in some places like Budalangi here in Kenya, where it's sorted the perennial problem of floods, because it's been happening every year in, year out, and it's something that can easily be sorted. Keep safe. Like they say, no story is worth your life. But just make sure that in every story that you do, let it be something that can call the authorities to action. Let it be something that can bring change. Because sometimes we are seen as people who are thirsty for award-winning photographs or award-winning stories. But it might not be the case per se, because sometimes we just want to highlight the plight of people who are in these situations, so that help can come from whichever quarters and see them, that their suffering is alleviated, and they get out of these muddy situations.